Ine-san?
Yes, what is it?
Well, about that day, have you remembered anything?
No, and I do not want to think about it. I get chills thinking about it even now.
Oh.
By the way, Fukuhara-san was looking for you.
Huh? Fukusan is?
Hello Dreamcast interest havers, it's James from GG Dreamcast, and we're jumping back into our playthrough of Shenmue. We're in episode 5, and a lot of great stuff happens in this episode, so stick around. If you haven't seen the previous episodes leading up to this one, check those out as well, but this is a good one. We'll have a quick conversation with Fukusan here, and then we'll catch up after that.
Fukusan.
Huh? Ryo-san,
What is it, Fukusan?
I'm sorry. I told Ine-san.
What did you tell her?
I told her what you're doing. I told her everything I know.
You what?
I just couldn't help myself. And Ine-san needed to know.
Fukusan.
I'm really sorry.
It's okay. Fukusan, do you know anything about the Phoenix Mirror?
The Phoenix Mirror?
My father may have had it.
No, I've never heard him say anything about a mirror.
Really?
Ine-san might know something about it, though.
Okay, let's go ask her. Ah, Ine-san.
Fukusan talks very loud, doesn't he?
Huh?
I just heard the two of you talking.
We were talking?
Yes, I'm sorry. It was rude of me to eavesdrop.
Oh, it's okay.
No, it wasn't. But then, who could tell the son of Iwao Hazuki to stay out of trouble? I hate to say it, but I feel like I'm letting your father down.
I'm sorry for making you worry so much.
Ryo-san, I don't know if this will help or not. But there was one thing I recall. It wasn't that long ago when Hazuki-sensei went to an antique shop to have something stored for him.
My father did what?
I don't know what it was, but he said it was very important.
Antique shop.
Okay, so we get some good information there. Ine-san says Hazuki Sensei, which is Ryo's dad, who was murdered, went to an antique shop not that long before he was murdered by Landi. So, to catch you up, in the last episode, Master Chen told us that not only was there one mirror, which was stolen by Landi when he murdered Ryo's dad, but there's actually two mirrors, and Landi is seeking to gain both mirrors. For what purpose, we don't really know, but the sort of revelation was that Iwao Hazuki, Ryo's dad, actually had both mirrors. So now, Ryo's looking for that second mirror to keep piecing this whole thing together. Okay, so now we get a quick little event with the cat that we've nursed back to health, and this is a nice little scene between Nozomi and Ryo.
You and I have a lot in common. Our parents died on the same day.
Ryo,
Oh, Nozomi.
what were you talking about?
Nothing.
You always say nothing. You never tell me anything anymore.
It's not like that. It's just...
I understand. But you need to talk to me, okay?
Okay.
Take care of yourself. See ya.
Okay, so that's a classic sort of theme of the way Ryo handles his friendships and relationships in the original Shenmue. He doesn't really talk to anyone, he doesn't really seek help, he tells everybody everything's fine, but then he crouches down and talks to a cat and opens his heart to the cat, you know? He's telling the cat that their parents died on the same day, and you can tell obviously Ryo's going through something, but he doesn't want to put it on anyone else. Which is, if you'll remember, exactly the opposite of what Ryo's dad told him to do with his dying breath. Ryo's dad, right before he died, told Ryo to keep his friends close to him, and Ryo's not doing that.
Thanks.
Alright, so now we're just looking for the antique shop. There's a couple in the town, so you've got to sort of figure out which one it was that Ryo's dad went to.
Ryo,
Nozomi.
making any progress?
Yeah, I found something my father left for me.
Your father?
Yeah, see you later.
Yeah.
Kurita-san,
Yo, how are ya? What's going on?
I'm on my way to the antique shop.
Over near the convenience store. They sell nice goods, but too expensive.
I see.
I saw a nice vase there a while back. Thought I'd buy it for Yuriko, but it was too expensive for me.
That's too bad.
Okay, so we found an antique shop. Let's go in and see if this is the one.
Excuse me? Oh.
That's a delightful sound, don't you agree? It was made especially for that butterfly woman. You know Madame Butterfly, don't you? You're Hazuki Sensei's... Oh my, that was a terrible thing. Your father... Ah, I was holding something at Sensei's request. Just where did I put it? Huh? Oh, yes. It was very important, so I put it here. He'd asked me to polish and look after it for him.
For my father?
It's given to the Hazuki heirs once they turn 18. I gather this antique has been passed down from generation to generation.
Father.
If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. Hazuki Sensei was always there for me when I needed him.
Was there anything else that he asked you to hold for him?
Anything else?
Like a mirror, called the Phoenix Mirror.
A phoenix mirror? Sorry, I don't know of any mirror.
Well, that's okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we got the heirloom that Ryo's dad left for him. It looks to be a sword handguard. And we leave the shop, then I remembered I wanted to go back into the shop because in the shop there are these move scrolls, which you can buy. And they're kind of expensive, but they teach you some pretty good moves in Shenmue, so I spent some time looking at each move and looking at the names to them, and one of my buddies, I was streaming this while I was recording, and one of my buddies we were trying to decide which one to get, and the names were just kind of funny, like Mud Spider, Crawl Cyclone. Arm Break Fire is a good one, and you'll see, we look at each scroll, we really sort of study, and then decide to go with arm break fire, and it's a good one to go with. So we buy it, and all you have to do is open it up in your inventory, and that teaches you the move. And you can look at the move list in your
I'll take
notebook,
this.
which will
Thank
show you how to do
very
it.
much. I heard that this move was left by a jujutsu fighter, but it was too difficult for anyone to master.
So we got arm
It
break
appears to be a
fire, and
throw
now
move.
Rio's a little bit more equipped to fight in those free battles. So we got the sword handguard that Rio's dad left for him. We don't really know what it's all about. I mean, I do, but in the game, Rio doesn't know what that's all about. He's still just sort of trying to piece together this mystery, and we're gonna talk to some people here. We want to ask this Liu-san, the Chinese man in the park, about the cryptic passcode that we have
Liu-san?
for Master Chen.
Oh, it's you again. What is it?
There's something I'd like to ask you.
Is it something I might know?
It's about the expression, heaven, dragon, earth, comrade.
That's an old legend from Hong Kong.
Hong Kong?
It is said that in ancient times, there were 9 dragons born of Father's heaven and raised by Mother's earth to become gods of the Hong Kong Islands. Much revered by the island people, they were considered both parents and comrades, and thus they have remained for eternity. That is the legend.
I see. Thank you.
There's no need to thank me.
Okay, so we have the sword handguard. We don't really know what that's all about, but I do recall that there was a relief in the wall in the Hazuki dojo, which looked like that sort of shape. So we're going to run back to the dojo and try to see if we can puzzle that out. But before we get there, on our way, we run into an old friend, or is he a friend? We don't know.
Oh. No way! You're working with Landy? If I was... Why, you...
So now we get a nice free battle. Classic Shenmue free battle, which is sort of lifted from the Virtua Fighter fighting system. And we're going to fight this guy here, who's Master Chen's son, who you may have seen in the last episode. And Rio jumps to the conclusion that he's working with Landy.
If I continue, then I'll fail as your bodyguard. A bodyguard? Father told me to guard you. What? Calm down. If you don't live, it'll be a problem for us. What you mean? You still don't realize your role, do you? If Landy gets that mirror, no one can stop him. Hurry and find that mirror before they suspect anything.
Landy-sama, the Phoenix Mirror?
Okay, so Master Chen's son gives us a little more information, sort of gives us a hint that the Phoenix Mirror is a lot bigger deal than Ryo suspects. And then, of course, at the end we see a mysterious creep hanging out on the roof watching us fight, and we'll see him again later in this episode.
Fukusan,
Yes?
this was at the antique shop for me.
Let's see. It's a sword handguard.
Yeah. It was my father's. It's a part of my inheritance.
I see.
Have you seen this before? Like this design?
It might be a family crest. Have you asked Ine-san?
No, not yet.
Well, you should ask her.
You're right.
I think she's in the altar room.
Thanks. This was at the antique shop.
A sword handguard.
Ine-san, do you know anything about this?
The snow ring, the 2 stars, and a sword. That's the Hazuki family crest. And that mirror you're looking for, I wonder if there's a connection. Maybe your father left us a clue.
Snow ring, 2 stars, 1 sword. Thanks.
Okay, so we pieced together that this is the Hazuki family crest. And if you were playing Shenmue on your own, you may have remembered seeing this in the family dojo. Now, a big part of Shenmue is just exploring your surroundings and examining everything sort of at a very close level. And so if you did that earlier in the game, you may have noticed that this shape of this sword handguard was actually in the Hazuki dojo. So we run back to the dojo, and we find it behind this scroll.
That shape, why is that here?
This corresponds to the scroll next to it, which hid a slot for a sword that was found in the Hazuki dojo. And if you remember, we found that sword in a box in the dojo that was unlocked by a key that we found in Ryo's dad's desk in his bedroom. So there's a lot of minute exploration in Shenmue.
So
It's
it was a
looking
switch.
through, you open drawers and find things that lead to like this secret passageway. Who would have ever thought that this was hidden in the dojo? Definitely not Ryo. This is new to him. So we climb down, and now we're in the Hazuki residence basement, and
It must be down
obviously
here.
you hear Ryo say it must be down here. He's referring to the Phoenix Mirror, so we're gonna look and see if we can find the Phoenix Mirror down here. Love the music here in the basement. It's just very calm and puts you in the mind of exploring a dusty old basement, I guess. This is the music that plays in my head anytime I go into my basement looking for a Tupperware bin full of Sega Genesis games.
Where's the mirror?
So as you can see, we're using the flashlight that we got in the house earlier in the game.
Use it.
And if we have matches, we can light these candles. If we have extra candles, we can put new candles in. You can also buy a light bulb in the Tomato Convenience Mart, and if you buy the light bulb, you can actually screw the light bulb into this room, and it illuminates the whole room. But yeah, those candles will go out. The flashlight battery will die.
It's brighter now. It'll last a bit longer. It's father when he was young, but who's that with him?
Who is that with him? If we play Shenmue 2 and 3, we'll find out.
What strange paper? It doesn't look Japanese at all. Where did father get this? What strange paper? It doesn't look Japanese at all. Where did father get this?
So throughout the game, we're sort of given hints that Ryo's dad had sort of a secret life in China prior to Ryo's birth, something that Ryo didn't really know about. And we're seeing all kinds of evidence of that in this basement. There's Chinese medicine, there's Chinese paper, there's a picture of Ryo's dad when he was young with someone that looks like he's wearing Chinese robes.
Elixir of Eternal Youth. I remember my father telling me about it being used by martial arts experts in China. Where did father get this?
He probably got it in China. And as Master Chen said earlier, when we met Master Chen, Ryo's dad did indeed come back from China with the two mirrors. And in the first episode of this playthrough, you would have seen that Lan Di came and killed Ryo's dad for one of those mirrors. He didn't know that Ryo's dad had a second mirror. But Lan Di also made allusions to Ryo's dad's life in China, saying that Ryo's dad was actually guilty of murdering somebody in China named Chao Soon-min.
Like my father always said, never cheat, even during a struggle.
Naturally, Ryo's been launched on this sort of strange journey of trying to discover why his dad was murdered and what's up with his dad's past and what's up with these mirrors and all of that. So lots of questions throughout Shenmue, not a lot of answers. They come slow, but we can piece it together.
There's nothing else in here. Hachiri-san? Some kind of medicine? It looks pretty old. Maybe my father used it. I can still use it. It'll last a bit longer.
So we're just in this basement looking for the Phoenix Mirror, which Master Chen said Ryo's dad did have somewhere in the Hazuki Dojo. Now, in a classic video game fashion, we've got some extremely deep grooves cut into this into this floor here. But that obviously gives us the hint that we can move this cabinet out of the way, and there'll probably be something behind it. What could it possibly be?
It's a paperweight. Huh? That wall. The color's slightly different. different sounds. This is it.
Okay, so there's a hidden compartment. We gotta smash it open. Played this game 23 times, so I know exactly what to do, but if you didn't, you'd probably just look around here for something like a blunt object, and here we have an axe, which
Can I
looks
break
to
the
me
wall with this axe?
like a pretty heavy axe, and could probably break a little panel in a wall, so we're gonna grab this axe, we're gonna run over, and we're gonna smash this wall down. Can you guess what's behind it? It's gonna be another capsule toy of Sonic. Extremely dramatic wall smash. Throw the axe.
This is the Hazuki
It's the
family
Crest again. Open up that creaky container. What do we have inside?
This box.
This is a big moment in Shenmue lore, actually.
Got it. It's the Phoenix Mirror.
We found it! The counterpart to the Dragon Mirror, which Londi murdered Ryo's dad to steal, has been recovered by Ryo. We have the Phoenix Mirror, we're just gonna put it in our pocket. This opens up a whole bunch of new mysteries, a bunch of questions that are as yet unanswered.
Ryo-san, you found the mirror? So that's the Phoenix Mirror? It's kinda creepy, eh?
I feel like it's pulling me in.
Ryo-san, stop it, please! You think it could be cursed?
No, I don't think it's cursed. I have a feeling about it, but I can't explain.
Hey, see what I mean? That's dangerous! Are you possessed?
Fukusan, get real, would you?
What? I'm serious!
Enough. Give me some time alone, okay?
Poor Fukusan.
Sure.
I should take this mirror to Master Chen.
Okay, so we found the mirror, and now we have our next step, which is to take the thing to Master Chen. And of course, maybe Master Chen can give us some answers about the Phoenix Mirror. Okay, as always, we're gonna stop and check in on our kitten. She's scratching this little boy, but Ryo gives some wisdom on how to deal with pets.
Hi, Kota.
Hi, Ryo.
How's the kitten?
She's doing great. But when I was playing with her just now, I think she got upset. She's always trying to scratch you.
That's because she's a kitten. When she gets excited, she can't control herself.
I see.
Just be sure you don't hit her if she scratches you.
Of course not.
And we're going to continue making our way to Master Chen, but before we do that, I want to stop at Sakuragoka Park and see our friend Yamagishi. He's an old-timer with some history with Ryo's dad. Maybe he has something to say about the mirror.
Excuse me.
Oh, Ryo.
Is this a good time?
What's on your mind?
I want to show you something.
What is it?
This.
What an unusual stone mirror.
Apparently, it is called the Phoenix Mirror.
I see. There is a phoenix carved into it.
Is there anything special about this mirror?
Well, the phoenix is a sacred bird of legend. But this has an ominous feel.
Ominous?
In China, there are many treasures that contain both good and bad fortune. This is called the secret of yin and yang.
The secret of yin and yang?
You'd best be careful. This may have something to do with your father's unfortunate death. I don't know if this information helps, but that's all I can tell you.
I see. Thank you very much.
Okay, and Yamagishi tells us some interesting facts about sort of the legends of China and the yin and the yang. And a little bit of foreshadowing there that not everything is going to be great regarding the Phoenix Mirror. But we'll keep asking around and see if anybody else can shed some light on the Phoenix Mirror.
Hello.
Oh, Hazuki-san.
Thanks for your help the other day. But can I ask for your help with one more thing?
What is it?
It's about this mirror. Can you tell me anything about it?
Let me see it. This is a very unusual mirror.
It's called the Phoenix Mirror.
Phoenix. In China, the phoenix is the legendary bird of fortune. It's a guardian for the Sky Lord.
Guardian?
The other guardian is the dragon.
A dragon.
In China, people consider the North Star to be the lord of the sky. Look there. That is an old Chinese map in stone, see? It's a map of the Big Dipper from the Han Dynasty. On a moonless night, should you pray to the stars, your wishes shall be realized. The Big Dipper revolves around the immovable North Star. In China, the North Star is highly respected. For ages and ages, people have worshipped it. In China, there are numerous fascinating legends about the stars.
I see. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so this nice lady has shined some more light onto the legend of the Phoenix Mirror. And in that little cutscene, we actually got to see Shenhua, who is the girl that has sort of been haunting Ryo's dreams throughout this game. He's never met her, but he keeps seeing her in his dreams. And she keeps telling him sort of cryptic messages about dragons and phoenixes and prophecies and all of that. So she clearly has a big part in the Shenmue saga. We just haven't gotten to it yet.
Excuse me.
Oh, Hazuki-sensei's boy.
I could really use your expertise again.
Of course, provided it's something I am familiar with. Is it about the sword Handguard from the other day?
No. It's about this.
May I take a look? What a marvelous stone phoenix mirror. Stone mirrors were produced in China during ancient times. This is an exceptional piece.
Is there anything unusual about this one?
Indeed there is. I think perhaps this type of precious stone is only found in the Guilin region.
Precious stone?
According to a book I once read long ago, an emperor ordered a sculptor from Guilin to engrave a guardian onto a stone mirror.
Guardian?
The phoenix on this mirror is a guardian.
Is there any connection between the phoenix and the stone from Guilin?
Well, I really can't speculate, but considering the legend associated with this mirror, undoubtedly there is a connection.
I see. Well then, thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we continue to get information about the Phoenix Mirror. That it's made out of a precious stone found in a certain region in China, and that it was carved by a master artist on mandate from an ancient emperor. So wow, quite a lot of lore surrounding these dragon and phoenix mirrors.
Hello?
Father's heaven.
9 dragons.
Mother's earth.
Comrades.
Warehouse number 8.
Master Chen, please.
Excuse me, but you are...
My name is Hazuki.
Just a moment. What is it?
Yeah, I found the mirror.
I'll tell my father. Come to warehouse number 8.
Sure.
Okay, so we've called warehouse number 8 and we've set up a meeting between Rio and Master Chen. Now we're going to head down to New Yokosuka Harbor, head over to warehouse 8, and see if we can get some more information on this Phoenix Mirror. I love that bus. It's just such a nice bus. It's got such a aesthetic to it. And I love New Yokosuka Harbor. I love this whole area, the sort of dim lighting, and just the whole aesthetic. And coming here this time in the evening, at this sort of period of the game, when you get this sort of really moody soundtrack, it's just got a real sort of feeling to it that I really enjoy. Gonna run by our little homeless friend there. Love that guy. Good guy. But we're gonna run right to warehouse number 8, where we know Master Chen is hanging out, because we have some serious business to take care of now. We've got the mirror. It's a big deal.
Hey, wait! Excuse me, I need to meet Master Chen.
What's your name?
Ryo Hazuki.
I've been expecting you, sir. Please, go on in.
As you can see, they just let us right through because we've established contact with Master Chen in episode 4 of this playthrough, and Ryo's no longer required to sneak around and find his own way in here. And that was kind of a tough part, so I'm glad I don't have to do that again. But here we are at warehouse number 8, so let's watch this cutscene and see what we can learn about the Phoenix Mirror.
Ah, the Phoenix Mirror. Yes, it's made of Phantom River stone.
Why did Landy only steal the dragon mirror?
He probably didn't realize your father had both of them.
2 mirrors.
A long time ago, Zhu Yuanda once told me, when the dragon and the phoenix meet, the gates of heaven and earth will open, and Qi Yu will resurrect itself on earth.
Qi Yu?
It's a legendary Chinese monster that will devour this world of ours. It appears Landi will try to make use of both mirrors.
What will he try?
That Even I don't know, but you mustn't allow him to get that mirror. Be careful and stay alert.
If he finds that mirror, it will be the end of you.
Huh?
What the? Hey!
Two mirrors! Landi-sama will be pleased! Gui-chan!
Oh! Hazuki! Push that button!
I won't forget this!
Thanks. Is it the work of the Mad Angels?
Mad Angels?
We always have trouble with that gang. Those dirty bastards.
That thing was probably connected to the Chi-Yo men.
The Chi-Yu men?
Yes, the Chi-Yo men and Mad Angels are linked.
Perhaps they are the ones who guided Landi here.
So, if I find the Mad Angels, I'll find Landi.
Nah, he's likely not here anymore.
Then where did he go?
Well, maybe he has already gone to Hong Kong.
Hong Kong? I have a request.
Request? What is it?
Please help me get to Hong Kong.
If so, then what?
I'll find Landi. And then...
And then he'll kill you. He's too strong.
What did you say?
Stop it!
I must avenge my father's murder.
How admirable. But you don't stand a chance.
Well, if it was you... Suppose your father was murdered. What would you do? Please, help me.
I'm sorry, but I can't. Let's go, Gui-chan.
Master Chen, please wait.
You should not waste your life on revenge.
So, the Chi-Yo men? And Landi?
Seems he left for Hong Kong.
Hong Kong?
Okay, lots of information there. We've learned the legend of the two mirrors and the Chi-Yu resurrecting itself on Earth. We've learned that the Chi-Yu men are connected to the Mad Angels in some way. The Chi-Yu men being, of course, the criminal group that Landi is in charge of, and the Mad Angels being sort of the gang at the harbor. And we learned that Landi has left Japan and headed back to Hong Kong. And so now obviously Ryo's quest becomes get to Hong Kong. So we're going to see what Ryo can do to get himself to Hong Kong and continue his pursuit of his father's killer.
Guess Hong Kong's out. Fukusan, you know of any cheap travel agencies?
Yeah, there's one in Dabuita, but
Dabuita,
why you want to know?
I'm thinking of going to Hong Kong.
Huh? Hong Kong?
Yeah, it appears that Lan Di went there.
But what will you tell Ine-san?
I'll persuade her.
Not alone you won't. I'll help you.
Ine-san, do you have a minute?
Yes, what is it?
I know it's sudden, but I'm thinking of going on a trip.
A trip?
Yes.
Good. You could use a vacation.
Oh, yeah.
Where are you thinking of going?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong?
Fukusan.
It seems the man who killed Hazuki-sensei's there. Ine-san, please give him the money for the trip.
Idiot.
What are you planning to do, Ryo-san?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing? This is crazy. I can't let you do this.
Well, he has to get there somehow, Ine-san.
I'm not listening.
Ine-san.
End of discussion.
Huh?
Thanks a lot.
What? What did I do?
You didn't have to tell her everything.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to have to do this by myself.
So Ryo sought some help from Fukusan as far as where he should go to get a ticket to Hong Kong. Fukusan said, I don't know, maybe a travel agency. And then they went to talk to Ine-san about it, and Ine-san obviously reacted poorly.
Good kitty.
Or, as I would say, responsibly, she doesn't want Ryo chasing anyone off to avenge his dad's death. But Ryo, of course, being focused on his goal, he says he's just going to do it on his own, and that's where we're at now. We're trying to find a way to get to Hong Kong. First step is, I guess, going to a travel agent. So we know that there's one here. We've passed it many times already in this playthrough, and we're going to go in and see if we can find a ticket to Hong Kong.
Be right there.
Excuse me.
Wait a minute. I want to finish this.
Excuse me.
Didn't I just tell you to wait a minute?
I want to go to Hong Kong.
The pamphlets are over there. Find one, decide.
$170,000 yen. Any others?
Geez, what a pain in the...
I'm looking for a cheap fare.
Here it is. This is the cheapest we got.
158,000 yen? Is there anything cheaper?
No, that's it.
Okay, thanks.
Hold it, bud. I went and got it out. So at least take it with you.
Alright, so we found out a ticket to Hong Kong is extremely expensive. That's an air ticket, so getting on an airplane and flying over to Hong Kong. It's a lot of money for Ryo. He doesn't have a ton of money. You saw him check his bank account earlier.
Maybe I should talk this over with Fukusan.
There clearly wasn't enough in there to cover a flight to Hong Kong, so we gotta talk to Fukusan. Maybe Fukusan has some ideas on how we can get to Hong Kong. But before we go back home, as always, we're going to take a quick stop and look at Chibi, our little pet cat who we nursed back to health with the help of the local kids. And we'll see how Chibi the cat's doing.
Hey, Ryo!
Hey, Megumi.
Ryo! Chibi's disappeared!
Chibi? Oh, you mean the kitten?
Maybe she ran away 'cause her leg got better.
Don't worry. I'm sure she'll come back soon.
Will she come back?
Okay, I'll go find her, and you wait here, Megumi.
Thanks so much, Ryo.
So big problem. Chibi has gone missing, and Ryo, being just a class act, of course he's going to take time out of his revenge quest to help Megumi find the missing kitten. Now, if we just run around this area, we're going to eventually hear the cat meow. I know where it is, so I don't want to waste your time in this playthrough, so I just run right over to the cat. And once we find the cat, we get a nice little event with
from down
Nozomi
there
again.
Well, there you are.
Ah, there.
Nozomi.
Ryo, wait, were you looking for her too?
Yeah.
She's here, Megumi.
Oh, really? Chibi! Where have you been? I was worried.
Great, huh?
Yep. Thanks a lot, Nozomi.
No, not me. Ryo found her.
Thanks a lot, Ryo.
No problem.
Well, I gotta go meet my friend. See ya.
Yeah.
Okay, so we found the cat. All is good. Chibi's happy. She's back with Megumi. And all is right in the world. So let's head back home and talk to Fukusan about getting to Hong Kong.
The Hong Kong Fair. Pretty expensive, eh? Just a moment. Ryo-san,
What's that?
this here is my savings. I want you to have it.
Fukusan.
Well, I really want to help you out. It's not much, but... Don't hesitate. Smash it open.
Are you sure?
Yeah. There should be a lot, but... well, 1, 2, 3... 39,634 yen.
Ah, that's still not enough.
Yeah, right. Ah, I got an idea. Ida Florist.
Ida Florist? Nozomi's place?
Yeah, she travels overseas a lot. Maybe she'll have a better idea.
Good idea. I'll go ask her.
Okay.
Alright, so Ryo called Fukusan an idiot like 8 hours ago, and was all mad at him, and now Fukusan's given him all of his money. Smashed his piggy bank, given him every yen that he had. So that's pretty kind of Fukusan. And he also gave Ryo the bright idea to head to Nozomi's flower shop and ask her about traveling overseas, because she travels overseas quite a bit. Her family lives in Canada and her grandmother lives in Japan, and Nozomi goes back and forth for school and for visiting people overseas. So That's a good idea. Here, I just decided to stop and look in all of Rio's drawers, because as I said earlier, when I was recording this, I was streaming it to a couple of my friends as well, and I just wanted to show them that Rio's closet is basically just like blue jeans and white t-shirts. It's just basically his outfit in the game that you know he wears the whole time. So we just thought that was kind of funny. Once the closet examination is complete, we're gonna run down to Nozomi's flower shop and see if she has any advice on how to get overseas more cheaply, because that, you know, airfare is just quite a lot of money. But on the way, we're gonna run into another friend, and sort of falling right in line with how Shenmue plays out, this whole interaction may or may not happen on your playthrough. It depends on what you did earlier. If you stopped to buy this guy a drink when he was thirsty, you're going to run into him again here, and he might give you some advice as far as traveling. So, of course, we bought him a drink the first time we saw him. I think we bought him a drink like 3 times. And so if we talk to him here, we're going to get some good advice about how to get overseas cheaply.
I'm looking for a cheap way to travel overseas. Any ideas?
What? Don't you have any money?
Not much.
In that case, why don't you try to go by boat? When I first came here as an apprentice, I came by boat. Traveling by boat is pretty nice. The ocean's beautiful.
By boat? I'll think about it. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, so Wang, I think his name's Wang. Wang gives us the good advice that traveling by boat is a lot cheaper than traveling by air. So that's a good idea. We're going to run to the travel agency and see if they have any options for traveling by boat that might be cheaper than buying a plane ticket.
Be right there.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
What is it?
Do you sell boat tickets to Hong Kong here?
Boat tickets? Yeah, we do.
How much are they?
Boat. Here it is.
I'll take it. The sooner the better.
You gotta pay up before I can arrange it.
All right.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
What? I'll take care of it.
The ticket.
Come back in 3 or 4 hours.
All right. I'll be back in 3 or 4 hours then.
Okay, so that lady's customer service leaves a little bit to be desired. That's sort of been the theme every time we've talked to her. But Rio doesn't see it, or he just doesn't care because he's too focused on what he's doing. And so he gives her all of his money, almost all of his money, to buy a boat ticket to Hong Kong. Now, I'm sure it's going to go fine, but let's just head back home and maybe we'll tell Fukusan what happened and we'll see how this whole thing plays out.
Ryo-san, how'd it go?
Thanks to you, I can go by boat.
Well, I'm just glad I could help.
Will you take care of the dojo for me?
No problem. I'll take care of everything.
Will you?
Sure.
Fukusan?
What else?
I really owe you.
Ryo-san, stop. You're embarrassing me. Well, see you later.
Oh, okay. Nice moment between Fukusan and Rio there. Maybe Rio's feeling a little bit bad for calling him an idiot like 8 hours ago. Especially in light of Fukusan being so generous with his money and his advice and his friendship. I stopped here when I came into this room and looked at my bed because this is weird looking to me. Like, I've played Shenmue, like I said, 23 times, and I've never seen this sort of bundle underneath Rio's blanket, and it just seemed weird, so I just took a minute to look at it. Almost looks like there's somebody hiding under there, like waiting to jump out. Like Ine-san's gonna play a prank on Ryo. But after that, we're gonna head back down to the travel agency. We're gonna kill a little bit of time because they said to come back in a few hours, so we want to waste a few hours. I decided let's just buy some capsule toys, and I did this in-game for about three in-game hours. I just sat here spending all my money buying capsule toys, but I edited most of that out of the video because I don't want to sit here watching me buy capsule toy after capsule toy.
I should try again. Changed my mind.
And then we looked at our little collection for a little bit. Obviously, I'm very happy about having the Yukawa figure. That's a big one. But yeah, we can waste a lot of time and a lot of Ryo's money buying capsule toys, and it's not the worst thing in the world, but certainly not progressing the story, as this next scene will progress the story.
Help you?
Yeah, Ryo Hazuki, I'm here for my ticket.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My Hong Kong ticket I've already paid.
Paid who?
The woman who...
Woman? Don't know no woman.
What? What kind of scam is this?
We don't take kindly to accusations like that. You best learn some manners. Hey you, you'd better watch your mouth.
I've had enough of this. I've already paid my money.
I understand. Allow me to sort this out.
You'd better, or else.
Yes, sir. I'll call you first thing tomorrow. Phew.
Okay, so obviously we now know what we kind of suspected, that Ryo was taken in by a shady customer, and they took all of his money and never got him the ticket. Ryo's laid down a sort of casual threat to the man from the Asia Travel Company that he better get him the ticket or get his money back. I think he wants the ticket. He doesn't really want his money back, but he wants the ticket, and the man has sort of cryptically said, oh, yeah, we'll take care of that tomorrow.
Eddie?
What? Listen, yo. You know, Nozomi, she still seems upset. Whenever I try to ask her, she starts crying. Any idea what's got her so upset?
I don't know.
Come on.
Okay, so we just took a moment to talk to Eri. Eri is one of Nozomi's friends, and she just lets Ryo know that Nozomi's a little bit upset. Okay, so now we're just going to head home, and in the real world, we're going to wrap up this episode of our Shenmue playthrough. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments. Hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss our other Dreamcast uploads. We're going to have the next episode in our Shenmue playthrough real soon, and we'll keep going through this game. We're getting towards the end, and almost at the third disc, and the third disc really sort of ramps up the action, and things start moving pretty quickly at that point. But yeah, I hope you like these playthroughs. I hope you like the edits. We're trying not to waste a lot of your time. I'm editing out a lot of the sort of like running around and just talking to people. But part of that too is that I've played Shenmue so many times, I kind of know exactly where to go. So hopefully that's making this a good playthrough for you to watch, cutting out a lot of the fat, just sort of giving you the content of the game. But yeah, so we're going to wrap up this episode. Before we go, we're going to stop at home and see one more little event sort of revolving around Nozomi and Ryo's dad, and just more of that whole texture of sort of domestic Japanese life that so typifies a playthrough of Shenmue. So I hope you enjoyed this last scene, and like I said, subscribe and let me know if you like these playthroughs, and we'll keep going, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Nozomi-san was nice enough to bring those flowers.
Nozomi brought these?
She even remembered what your father's favorite flowers were.
Really?
She's such a nice girl.